In 2012, my mom thought the world was ending. So she started running. Her initial goal was the NYC Half Marathon, to be exact, and it was the start of her obsession. I didn't initially understand it. Running was just what other sports did as part of conditioning in my eyes. But from the moment I saw my mom cross that line for the first time, I couldn't help but think to myself, I can totally beat her. There was just one problem. My mom is fast. She's not like other moms. She's got that Mamba mentality. You get it? Mamba. Okay. I mean, my mom would actually show up to these Sunday 5K fun runs and whoop all these age 35 to 40-year-old women consistently. It was only a matter of time before she signed me up for one of these races too. And I still remember my first one to this day, 13 years later. I was so excited to finally get the chance to beat my mom, but she ended up absolutely dusting me. I wasn't even slow for an 8-year-old either. I remember running like a 28:30 5K that day. Cute little time. Only problem was my mom finished 7 minutes ahead of me. However, it wasn't until I began running cross country in 7th grade that not only would I surpass her, but running would become a part of me. All thanks to one thing. I started winning, and it felt really good. Yeah, sure, they were just middle school races, but there was something magical about lining up with 60 to 80 other kids after school and being the first one in, getting handed that elusive #1 card. It was the first time in my life I remember feeling truly special and like I'd found my place. You see, running is the most fair sport in my eyes. It all comes down to how much work you're willing to put in. I think I've learned that lesson more than anyone. You can't average 70 to 80 miles a week for months on end without being a little obsessed. I could sit here and talk about my personal bests, guys I've been able to beat, meets I've ran at, but in reality, what this sport has taught me more than anything is that struggle gives you depth. None of my character building ever came from the easy victories or the early success. It came from the challenges I've been confronted with along the way. There was always someone better than me, working harder, thinking smarter, somewhere. It wasn't until I was able to just strive for the best version of myself that success started following. Running was such a strong part of my identity growing up, yet now it's not what I tend to advertise most about myself anymore. It's not that I've lost my love for it. I'm not sure that'll ever happen at this point. It's because life has presented me with challenges equally as hard lately, if not harder. Running is no longer my biggest goal in life. It's making it an industry that has no outline for me to follow. There's no clear-cut training plan, no amount of miles, no workout that can get me what I want anymore. Yet, I can honestly say, I'm not worried. I know I'm gonna make it because I've spent my whole life earning every victory I've ever chased. I plan on being the one who's better, works harder, and thinks smarter. One of my favorite things about running is that the more often you do it, the less it hurts. I like to think of it as some metaphor for life.
I heard she'd be there anytime you need her, she'd come through. Turn on the lights, I'm looking for her. I'm looking for her. I'm looking for her. I'm looking for her. Turn on the lights, I'm looking for her. 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 I'm looking for her.